Alright, well, that was interesting. What's going on, everybody? My name's Austin. We're back, Vertical Gaming, and my camera's all fucked. I'm sorry. We're good to go. And we are playing The Council. I just saw it today on Steam. It looks kind of fun. This guy's starting to really sexually. I don't appreciate this. I'm just gonna hide for a minute. Nope, he still sees me. What the fuck? Alright, anyway. So, yeah, we're gonna move into this. What the fuck? Save one game. Oh, fuck. I guess back, I'll go ahead and start. AZ 2, 3, 4, 5 are not available. But I bought it all, so once it comes available, I'll be able to play it. So, okay. Select draw frequently. Fuck you. Frauds, Paris, December 10th, 1792. This guy's gotten punched in the face. Twice.
Stop. You're not getting anywhere with this, Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
Huh, that's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back.
Your manhood.
Where have you hidden it?
Von
In West
Borchert,
Perch.
you can't
Curse.
sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling it at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Ow. Can you stop hitting me, sir?
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
What happened in Rome?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready.
Alright.
With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
Can't tell if that's...
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours.
Always remain rational
And open. I got it. I've opened the shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert! Von Borchert! Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
I'll trust you.
Please, be my guest, Mother.
Oh! You got... No, did you ever hear the saying, don't bring a knife to a gunfight, sir? Well, that...
Well
Okay.
done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
How do you feel, Mother?
I guess bring a
Couldn't
chair
be
to a knife
better.
fight.
He's alive, so I can question him after we get back. Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No, even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Come on,
Ouch.
let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to von Borchardt.
Ridiculous. How hard you have to hit him or knock him out? In the back. I was thinking, hit him in the back. Knocked him out cold. Use the golden elixir to remove your negative alterations. So, like scars or like bad traits? That's all I got the trusting trait, which could be bad anyway. Lord Mortimer's Island off the coast of England. Can't read ever. Can't read, can't English. Focus on the interface. Oh, never mind. It's an interface. Fuck, I made a mess. Holy fuck. I am crazy.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up von Borchardt's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditch me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island?
What's that?
Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
When you get lost on a private island, like the only thing I think of is you drown. Like it's a private island. Where the fuck are you gonna go?
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case,
Exactly my question.
it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island,
So.
searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think about it.
Contrary to what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Hall.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Hall, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Her tits.
Lord Mortimer asked me to join him. We have some business to take care of.
Oh, how mysterious. You adapt quickly, my son. You get along here like a fish in water. Would you believe that we are all here hoping to solve our personal issues? You'll see.
Right. I doubt that you came here to look for your mother, Your Eminence.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island. And only a very
Okay,
few ever make it. Indeed.
Let's see if I can change some of this, because it's a little laggy. I don't know if that's for you guys, but it's a little laggy for me. And I don't have a choice. Never fucking... Just keep on.
And you, Duchess? You seem to be quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests. But you are right.
Is it an orgy?
This is not the first time I've been
I'm
on
down.
this wharf.
I'm
If
down
you've
with
come
your
back
tits.
again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is possible if you make the right choices. It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse
threat.
me if you find me overly curious, young man. I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment. Come, Duchess.
Hi, we go,
They're
bro.
waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess.
Oh,
Cardinal,
come on, I'm
a duchess?
fucking ready.
I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Nah, man, you look fabulous.
Are you all right?
You get hit in the head. Migraine? I get this all the time.
Mother?
So,
Oh shit, your hand!
your face.
So,
What?
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah, no one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to
No,
do.
no, Mother, don't!
That's just sitting there unharmed. And what?
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
You see, trust could be a bad thing.
No, Sarah. Don't. No.
Who the fuck are you?
No!
You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay down.
Oh, your face.
You.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you just go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sure. Yes.
Fine.
You guys ever seen the movie Lucifer Effect? Or not Lucifer Effect? Butterfly Effect. With Ashton Kutcher.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly.
Like every time he wakes up from like his like
Am I going
revisiting the
crazy?
past, he ends
Or
up
what?
like
This
bleeding.
can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake? I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
I'm pressing W. Stop. What is this? What's going on here? What is this? Hi. So clicking doesn't do anything. So can I take a vote and just leave? What about all these bags? Like, how'd you get stuck? You dumbass. There we go. Oh, so ship makes you run. Ooh, almost fell off. That's just. I told you to go. What the fuck? Why should you stay here? That could have been dangerous.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
What trip?
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Masturbating. Diplomat shines in society, talented speaker, he avoids foxpaw, and he can convince those with whom he's talking without offending them. Politics is his field of predilection. I don't know what any of this means. Hold on. First off, what the fuck is foxpaw? What is... Foxpaw. Oh, it's faux pas, okay. So it's like a mistake. It's faux pas. Faux pas. And what is predilection? Sorry, it's a learning experience. I'm not very skilled in big words. Predilection. Yeah, predilection, I thought. Preference or special liking for something. A bias. So bias is... Oh, so he prefers politics. I get it. Okay. Choosing class to find your basic skills. Your skills will still be available, but unlocking them will be more expensive. Occultist. The occultist is master of deception, convinced of the importance of knowledge. He has acquired extensive expertise in science and arts. Using others to achieve his own ends does not bother him. That does bother me, so that's definitely what I do. The detective excels in investigation. He's trained to notice every detail in his surroundings as well as in the people he questions. A hands-on man who does not shy away from the direct approach. Okay. Okay, I want to go with detective. But before I go on, I'm going to grab a quick drink, so I'm just going to pause the episode. I'll be right back. And be right back. Got my vanilla Coke with me. Made a mistake. I went to the store and I meant to, I didn't want to have cherry Coke anymore, so I went and bought regular Dr. Pepper, cherry Dr. Pepper. I meant to buy vanilla Coke, but I actually picked up the wrong one and bought cherry Coke. So I'm kind of stuck with it for now. Well, questioning vigilance, psychology, agility, and logic. Actually, I didn't see that as a thing. Let me go to detective stuff. 3 available points. Detective skill unlocks the questioning, vigilance, logic, psychology, agility skills. Now 7 effort points to use your skill. So I have 3 available points. Okay. Like this one? Like this one? I like this one. Okay.
Well, over the last few years, I solved a number of crime cases. Like the chauffeur d'Orgère, for example.
Who's that guy?
Thieves that torture their victims with burning embers.
Charming. How did you catch them?
With my hands.
I told the most cowardly one that the others had given him up.
Ah, and I wager your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us everything. The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
I heard about that case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel.
What the fuck is that?
Well, they say I have the memory of 2 people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine,
Okay,
Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
I gotta be honest.
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London?
No, sorry.
Oh fuck wonder don't remember you. 4 years ago? I can't remember fucking last week. Last week, it was Wednesday. I couldn't fucking remember what I did on Monday. Like Monday was just out of my memory for whatever reason. So you're trying to remember your fucking ass and your tits from 4 years ago? Fuck you.
I don't remember.
In the office of William Pitt, remember?
Who's that?
I am so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
Your skill allows you to discover hidden details. Select the object that's most suggestive of the situation in order to discover them. Opportunities do not consume effort points. To access the skill required for the situation, you just need to have unlocked it. Oh.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
I wish you would. Oh, that's a bad joke. My fiance's gonna watch this and be really pissed off. Watch. 10 minutes after the video comes out, she's gonna be texting me, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Shut up. Having fun. Each person you meet with on the island has their own personality, which makes them vulnerable to certain skills and immune to others. Exploiting their personality is crucial to achieve your personal goals. Skills used against immunities will not succeed and leave you exhausted. Meanwhile, exploited vulnerabilities will give you 1 extra point back. Okay.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
You obtain talents when carrying out certain actions. Remember to review their unlock conditions and effects, as they offer very interesting improvements. Alright, what's on there? Hey, what up, you cocknod? What is with your fucking
Good evening,
face?
sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richer.
Monsieur de Richer. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richer's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Looks like it.
What can you tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
2 weeks have passed since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and cranny of the island. But Sir may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island and regularly changing her location. But no one seems to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
What do you mean?
On several occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces of campsites. The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Your skills give you access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher skill level, the lower the cost of effort points.
And did you find anything then?
We discovered a certain amount of damage, sir, on the wooden part of the wharf.
What type of damage?
Broken barrels, mainly. We'll do whatever is necessary to have them rapidly repaired. But quite frankly, I can't imagine what Sir's mother would have been doing with them.
What could Mother have been doing with barrels?
Nevertheless, our search of the wharf hasn't been entirely unsuccessful, though.
What do you mean?
We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richer. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here. Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Give me the handkerchief. I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
I've traveled hard for several days in order to get here.
Yes, but...
Invited by your master.
No, of course, but...
Because my mother went missing right under your nose.
Sir, please.
And having only just arrived, you refused to give me her personal belongings?
Of course not, sir. It was never my intention to contradict, sir. Here you are. I must return now. It is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
Before we go any farther, I'm going to kind of give my input on what I think is going on. I think, which is, I'm not my strong suit, I'll admit. I'm not the smartest person in the world. But if I were to say anything right now, she found something sinister about Lord whatever. Mortimer, I think is what his name, Lord Mortimer. And because she found it, he tried to kill her and she ran off. So therefore she is moving around the island and changing her places regularly to stay undetected, because if she is found, she will be killed. Now, as to what she knows about him, I don't know. So, I don't know much else than that, and I'm probably wrong anyway. But that is just my thoughts at this point. Go ahead if you guys want to put your own opinions in the comment section if you guys have any other suggestions. But if you played the game, you know what's going on, keep your freaking comments out of here. I don't want any spoilers. Anyway.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf? A Latin inscription. En nessis, mi fili, quantilia produncia mundus vergatur.
I can't do either of that. But I did notice there was something back here that I could check, and I didn't know what to do with it. I want to come back here so you can still hear it. What is this? Ah.
Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
Doesn't look broken to me at all. Around in the water. Isn't that oh water? Okay, so space opens the map. Okay, I'm learning things.
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time.
I was gonna make a penis joke. I decided not to.
A lantern. Nothing special.
I'm special. Ah, here we go.
Let's see what's hidden inside. Ah, one of the letters is stamped with the seal of the Order. And I recognize your handwriting anywhere, Mother. But who is this Samuel Ritter d'Auchois? Who are you writing to? I don't recognize the name. Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richer.
what is your game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You've never talked to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here. Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who is this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up? Think. Godoy, Godoy, Manuel Godoy. Why does that name sound so familiar? I'm guessing he's a man of some importance. Spanish, I'd say. But just can't put a face to him. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
Almost I did shit out here. Thanks. Okay, so we'll start heading back up, I guess. Oh yeah, by the way, prepare for tit jokes every time I see that. Ooh. Real jelly restores 2 effort points. You cannot carry more than 5. Oh, that's actually really cool. Sex.
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any.
That's strange.
Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
That's cool, but I want to make this place.
Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder.
Take it.
This might just come in handy.
Beat the shit out of somebody. No jelly, nice.
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Again, why leave it down here? Because you can't really trust anybody else. So, I mean... You could just get somebody, like, get your stuff stolen from you. Oh. What's this?
A wooden floorboard. Judging by the splinters of the wood, this floorboard has been ripped up. Yet it was in decent condition. I wonder why someone ripped it up. What's the point of doing this? Probably comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed.
Look where that piece of shit came from.
Locked. I'll never get it open barehanded. Clearly, I'm not much for manual labor. Let's see if I can get it open another way. There we are. This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels.
Isn't it?
Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder. It's unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste.
Maybe your mother knew that this would be something sinister, so she broke some could be used.
This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful. Apparently, someone on this island has gone through a whole lot of trouble to arm themselves. I really must find you, dear Mother, and quickly, too.
Oh, 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 oh. Let's see this.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
I'm not sure why this guy's following me. Oh, now I'm following him. Okay. Either way. That's scary as fuck.
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
Apparently not hard.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
During confrontation, you have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow, then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
Only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is commendable. But as we work together on a daily basis, it is surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
If you know my mother, you will understand that I cannot answer you, Your Eminence. I'm sorry, but...
Do not worry, my son. I perfectly understand, and I expected nothing less from you. Discretion and secrecy are both pillars of the organizations for which we work.
Oh.
You are the worthy son of Sarah.
You're part of the golden
All the same,
fuck-faced
it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
I feel like that will show some kind of, saying that I do need.
Don't worry, Your Eminence. Your secret is safe with me. You know my mother's reputation. As her son, I will defend the de Richet's word with the same fervor.
I would expect nothing less. Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother would read it?
For the last type of conversation, you must convince the person you are talking to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat itself until you give a right one. We have no blunders left. So have a couple of chances. Shit.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur Derice.
Missy
Your
Dominique.
mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Many clues and items are hidden. Some of them will have an impact on your adventure. Don't hesitate to go look for them. Okay, so I have a new theory. Well, not really a new theory. It just kind of backs up the older one. she found something sinister about Lord Mortimer. Something to do that's against what she's trying to work for. What she's trying to do is being stopped by whatever sinister thing that Lord Mortimer is or has or whatever. And now she is hiding, moving across the island back and forth to avoid getting captured so this plan can still happen. I'm going to go ahead and leave this and come back to it later. But I'm having fun with this game. I absolutely love this game. I love these games where you have to interact with different things in the in the vicinity, and you get to do like all this different work, and it's kind of like a visual novel. I love this shit. I love to read. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode. So if you like the video, please like, subscribe. If you have suggestions, gameplay tips, comments, put in the comment section below, and I will see you all in the next episode.